I have to admit, this is going to come across a little cliche, but stay with me here. Because as we are approaching the end of 2025, if you're anything like me, you have a ritual to close off this year and prepare for a bright new year. Perhaps you're even so ready to close off this year. There has been a lot of change for me, for you, for the entire world, and it was difficult to deal with that. But before diving into plans for next year and diving in head first, my general recommendation is to sit down and do a little review of this year. Notice your highlights, your lowlights, the special moments, just as much as the regular day-to-day moments. What has dominated your year? Do you want to continue with that? Do you want to be persistent? Are you seeking to even build stronger routines? Or do you want to change things up? Leave something in 2025 that you're not doing anymore, not taking along with you into the next year. You're just going to leave that here. Take a few moments to note all of that down. If it helps, you can use your media library on the phone to scroll through your photos, your videos, just to refresh in your mind. I bet you will be surprised about the outcome. And then once all of that is cleared, today's meditation is here to help you energize, motivate, and rise the frequency for 2026. It is designed to wake you up, shift your internal state, and raise the energy in a way that feels embodied and real. So listen to it now, then do your inner review, and then come back to this meditation to do it once again. See the shift happening there. But honestly, even if you don't have a ritual, even if you're not listening to this episode towards the end of a year, but you just want to feel that shift in your energy and your frequency, then you're in the right place, my friend. Welcome to Who I Am, your guided meditation podcast for a strong mind, balance, and bold moves. Today, let's start by being honest. This isn't about calming down. This is about coming alive. There are days where rest is medicine, and I am talking about this in probably 80% of my meditations. But there are also days where what you actually need is activation. Right? A reset of your internal signal, let's say. Perhaps a reminder that you're not tired because you're incapable. You're tired because your energy is scattered. So where you are right now, sitting or standing in a way that feels alert, not rigid, but available. Let your spine lengthen. Let your chest open slightly. This is not about impressing anyone. This is just to give your lungs room to work. Because with your posture comes so much confidence, comes so much activation, liberation, and so much awareness for your environment and yourself. So rise up, straighten your back. Really feel how changing your posture, becoming aware of your posture, changes everything. Take one deliberate inhale through the nose. Slow, deep, intentional. And exhale through the mouth like you're clearing static. Good. Again, we are not here to slow down life today. We are here to meet it with vibrance, power, and more voltage. So first off, we are going to gather back your energy. That energy that has been leaking into overthinking, into a lot of scrolling, into conversations you replay instead of resolve, into to-do lists that live in your head instead of the paper. And so right now, we're calling that back. Bring your attention to your body, not in a really meaningful way, just in a really practical way. And begin by feeling your feet, feeling your legs, the weight of your body that's supported. And with your next inhale, imagine drawing your attention inward, away from yesterday, away from later, away from everything that's pulling you into different directions. And on your exhale, just let your shoulders drop. Your jaw unclenches and the forehead can soften. And while often in these meditations we're trying to reduce the noise, today we're not going to do that. We're just building more energy despite the noise. So take another breath in, fuller this time. And exhale with a low audible sigh. Again, once more. And notice what happens when you stop trying to control the environment or shut off or run away from something, but instead to just stand with both your feet and build that energy from within you, from inside of you, so that you can go out there and act despite everything that's happening, despite what the weather may look like today, everyone else's mood, your husband's mood, your kid's mood, your boss's mood, despite all of the outside circumstances. You, from within you, can create that energy and meet the outside circumstances with a certain posture, with a certain attitude. So start consolidating it. This is what being awake actually feels like. Create this within you. And almost naturally, you will notice how it's going to affect the outside world, how your state of mind, your state of consciousness, awareness, being in the present is going to affect everything around you, is going to attract certain energy, is going to mirror that. Now, energy responds to direction. So bring to mind something that you particularly care about. Not something that stresses you, rather something that really truly matters. A project, a vision, a version of you that feels more alive than exhausted. Maybe it's your spouse, maybe it's your kids, your friends. Can be anything. And whilst you're bringing your attention to it, we're not analyzing it. We're just letting it be present. As you inhale, imagine breathing upward from your lower body into your chest, into your collarbones, into your head. And as you exhale, imagine that energy stabilizing. Okay, we're not hyping ourselves up here just yet. We're just tuning in with ourselves. If your mind starts to wander, that's okay. Just continue breathing in exactly that way, from the bottom, up, into your head. And then with the exhale, find grounding, find stabilization. Bring your mind back into your body through the breath. Inhale, clarity. Exhale, steadiness. Again, inhale deeply, presence. And exhale, resolve. Notice if, again, your posture subtly changes. Notice if your breath gets more spacious. Notice if your mind feels a little less foggy. And already this is frequency rising through alignment. As we're aligning our mind, aligning our breath and our body. And in between all of that, our emotions. We are continuously passing through the level of emotions as we're moving from the mind into the body and from the body into the mind. Now, how can we create more motivation? Because, for example, when I look back to my morning, there was no motivation for me to go to the gym. And there was no way I could force myself to get motivated before I even left the house. Luckily, in this case, I have the power of memory, knowing that it will feel amazing when I do it. I know motivation will start kicking in once I start doing the first exercises. And that truly helps me because I can leave the house and go do it because I know it will be great for my mind. I know it will be great for my body. I know I will have the best start of the day. But the question is, what can you do if you don't have that kind of memory? If it's something new that you're doing, or there just is no past resource or anchor point to hold on to. So generally speaking, motivation is created when energy and meaning meet. So you can ask yourself, can be quietly, what would I do today if I trusted my energy instead of doubting it? And let the answer come from the body, not from the mind. And then right away, plan your next move. So from here, as we're thinking about the motivation, as we're thinking about how I can trust my energy, what is the next move? And by that, I mean physical move. Continue staying with the breath. What is your next move to get into action? Now inhale deeply. And exhale, save that thought. As you're thinking about one next step that you can do to get into action, alertness doesn't have to feel anxious. And focus doesn't need to feel heavy. You're just starting to feel more awake without being rushed, and you're allowing yourself to feel more driven instead of being hard on yourself. Instead of beating yourself up for not feeling motivated, know that you are motivation, that your energy is high, even when it doesn't feel like that in the moment. Think about your energy as something very subtle, very steady, spreading out long term, and then see your motivation as something more in the moment, more peaking for sure, and both are connected, both are aligned, and you can awaken one to activate the other. So if you haven't yet, take a few more really deep breaths to name one thing that you will do after this meditation. One small intentional action that honors this state of high frequency, the state of motivation. It doesn't have to be 10 things. It doesn't have to be something that will take you a month to do or a goal that you want to set. And it's not about goals. It's about one action. One. Breathe in and out and think of that one action that will keep fueling your motivation. Because what we oftentimes so underestimate is how one action can lead to the next one, to the next one, to the next one. As long as we continue using that momentum to go from one to the next, this is what's going to create true motivation. So in my case, this morning when I got out of bed, I sure did not feel like packing my bag and going to the gym and go do a workout. So instead, I made my bed, I was brushing my teeth, and then I just decided to pack the bag. Just pack the bag without any further intention. And from there, I decided to grab my coat. Just that, grab the coat, put on the coat. From there, I decided my next move is to put on shoes. I can do that. I can put on my shoes. And the next move is to take the bag and go out the door. Yeah, I can take the bag. I can go out that door. I was breathing. The sun started to rise slowly, very late in the day. And as I shut the door, I decided to go down the stairs, one step after another, one step and another step. So what I'm trying to tell you here is that it is all about going moment by moment and taking one action after the other, using that momentum of completing that action to decide the next action very consciously, and then decide, is that something I can do? Is that simple action something I can do right now? Yes, I can. And from here, can I do the next thing? Yes, I can. So by being moment in the moment, I can make it so much further than trying to force myself the night before to decide that tomorrow I will go do my workout. It doesn't always work that way. All right, I hope you're still breathing. Before we close this off, I want to give along a pro tip of mine that for me personally is the ultimate way to rising my own energy. If I'm at home, let's say, and there's no motivation, I feel very, very low in my energy. The first thing that I will do is get up on my feet. You can do this together right now with me. Get up on your feet if you can in this moment. And as you're breathing in and out of your nose, start to shake your body. And I mean, shake it loose. Every single part of your body is just loose. No control in any part of your body. Just shake. And I don't mean jump off your feet, just shake. Standing on your feet. Your legs are slightly bent. The arms are super loose like spaghetti. The head is hanging loose. There's no control whatsoever in your face muscles. And all you do is just breathe through the nose and shake, 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 shake it all off. Shake it. And do that for about 2 minutes, just with yourself. No one around you, no one who can see you. This is just for you. You can extend this for as long as you like. The longer the practice, the more you can embody this energy that's rising. And then finally, once your shaking softly comes to an end, and by that I mean don't abruptly stop, but let that shake become a little less intense, gently slowing down the movement until your body become still. Take one final breath in through the nose, long, full, and expansive. And then exhale slowly through the mouth like you're stepping forward. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes, not waiting for the energy to arrive within your body, but knowing that you have cultivated it, you have created it, you've tuned in with your body. And now, with your next action in mind, go use that. Go do that next action. And from that one, move to the next one and the next one. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for rising strong from within you. I send you all my love and light, and I will be waiting here for you when you hit play again. And one more thing before you head off. If you have any questions or you would like to get in touch, learn more and grow more, check out my website whoiam-official.com or send me a message at healwithjackie. You can find me on Instagram. I would absolutely love to get to know you and work with you. So, see you there.